You know what my kids asked me? They said, you've got to ask the president, does anything scare him?
You know, well, when Michelle's mad.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
People and security is going to be a very big factor with respect to space and space exploration. At some point in the future, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space?
Space, a final frontier.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning around. I know that I will never be politically correct, and I don't give a damn about my lack of etiquette. As far as I'm concerned, the world could still be flat.
Think for yourself. You have to be willing to cut against the grain and get the distance from your peer group.
When they said Earth was flat, one man searched for the truth.
We born not knowing, are we born knowing all? We growing wiser, are we just growing tall? Can you read thoughts? Can you read palms? Can you predict the future? Can you see storms coming?
I know you deceived me, now here's a surprise. I could see for miles and miles. I could see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. How can we believe the world is not? I just can't conceive it. All we see and hear, the truth has come. It's all
Coming. The earth was flat, if you went too far you would fall off. Now the earth is round, if the shape change again everybody would have start laugh. The average man can't prove of most of the things that he chooses to speak of, and still run research and find out the root of the truth that you seek of. Scholars teach in universities and claim that they're smart and...
Party seeks power for its own sake, not as a means but an end. Power over the human mind, and because we control the mind. Reality is inside the skull, Winston. We control the laws of nature. The stars are not light years, but a few kilometers away.
Let there be light. Divine heaven tonight. Oh, open my sight. Here's some pumping on the ocean line. I see hearts breaking. I feel tears falling. Oh yeah, seeds from a million years. I want love stoking. See their fears subsiding, sliding down across a million years. But when I get home, I walk right up the street, investigate all the sweet. Yeah, leave me, baby. Switch on your lights tonight. Ooh, pumping on steel tonight. Gonna be fine, that's right. Yes,
the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard. But we have the Air Force. Now we're going to have the Space Force because it's a whole.
We're flying so high, we're cracking the sky. Gonna fly out of this dome, my girlfriend and I. Sweet and wet. Please try. Way, I'm coming undone, away.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Listen on. Listen on. This is the truth of it. If the fighting, it happens here, and it finishes here. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is what's beyond the Thunderdome. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, life is demanding, but without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
The reason I would be doing that is because hell would have frozen over at WrestleMania. The seas would have parted. The earth would have spun on its axis. The earth would have spun on its axis. Because only fools believe in miracles. The earth would have spun on its axis. The earth would have spun on its axis.
other breaking news, the world is round, not flat.
There are times when all the world is asleep. The questions run too deep for such a simple mind. Won't you please, please tell me what's wrong? I know it sounds absurd, but please tell me who I am. I said, what would you say? I'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh, a magical criminal. Oh, won't you sign up your name? We'd like to be your acceptable, respectable.
In my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda,
Talk about a fish story. Man, and they're buying it.
Emergency message. Outbreak of the deadly Pandora virus is spreading rapidly.
A virus?
They're buying it. They're buying it.
And the men who hold high places must be the ones who start to mold a new reality closer to the heart, closer to the heart.